Hi, I'm Diane, and I thought I would do my little vlog from my kitchen. So here I am. I lost 1.4 pounds last night, so that takes me to 6.2, I think it is now. And enjoying HCG very much still. And just wanted to show you what some of the things look like that I mentioned. Things that you don't want to stick that tend to stick because we can't have any fat on P2, on phase 2. This is a Silpat. I have loved using this. You can tell it's a little grimy, but you're not supposed to scrub it. It's kind of like a little rubber, and it's called a Silpat. They have them at Bed Bath & Beyond. Nothing sticks to it, so it's really great if you want to make some onion rings. Slice up thick some onion rings, and then put in your blender 1 grissini and dip the onions in a little bit of 1 tablespoon of milk with salt and pepper, and then just put the tops into the grissini. Put them on top of your Silpat. They come out really, really great. Of course, I'm sure everybody has this, but I love this George Foreman grill. And I love it because the plates are so easy to pull out, just like that, to wash them. I cook just about everything on there. Love it. One great thing is that it has this little kick plate that lifts up, so all of your drippings go down, and I just set it actually by my sink and let it just drip into my sink. It's a lot easier to clean up than the little cups are. They always talk about the Bragg's amino acids. Love those. Those are great. I just splash it onto everything. They're pretty small as far as that goes. One crystal light that I have found that I love is the pomegranate cherry. It's a lifesaver. Very tasty, almost like a little treat. Add some crushed ice and you have a great little slushie. One thing that I like a lot of things, obviously. They are 15 calories, so you have to count them towards your 500 calories. But it's the Benefiber, it's the kiwi strawberry. You can put it in a bottle of water, shake it up. I liked actually in the large bottle of water, otherwise it tastes a little too strong for me. But it has 3 grams of fiber, so it helps you keep a little bit more even keeled, so to speak. And it doesn't get nasty, kind of like the Metamucils do. One last thing is Bob's Red Mill Xanthum Gum. What I use this for is if I have a soup or a beverage that I want to have a little bit of mouth, a little bit of more texture, mouth to it, I will use this little shaker like this. And you have to have a very light hand, and as you're swirling your broth or whatever, you just shake just a tiny bit in. Make sure you stir it really well. If it's still not quite right, you can stir a little bit more in. The nice thing with Xanthum Gum is that it doesn't have to be heated to get your, what's the word I'm looking for? To get it to thicken. You can have a cold beverage. It's wonderful when you make homemade ice cream and you want it to have that nice feel that commercial ice creams have, or even a cup of hot cocoa on phase 2 with a little teaspoon of cocoa and maybe some cinnamon drops. Use a little bit of this, sprinkle it in, and it gives a nice mouth to it. You'll notice that a lot of things have xanthan gum and gar gum. If you're going to use just a little teeny sprinkle, I would probably say maximum 2 calories, because 1 tablespoon is 30 calories. 1 tablespoon of this, if you put it in something, it is going to become one big old gelatin gunk of something. So use a really light hand with it. Again, I just used this little shaker. And then I talked about my chocolate bonbons. And this is one of the little trays that I use. They don't come out quite as easily as most candies, so you have to kind of warm it with your fingers and plop it out. I just leave them in my trays and put some saran wrap over them until I am going to use them. And then they last really long. And also it's 1 tablespoon per little bonbon. And that's it. Thanks.